negative about it.
Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the third live stream of the day. Chelsea got me working hard today, but it's big breaking news. Alejandro Garnacho to Chelsea. Here we go. Deal done. Finalised. He is going to be a Chelsea player. We all knew this, but the official confirmation has now come through. Make sure you smash up the likes. Make sure you subscribe if you're new around here. All of that good stuff. Big up to everyone that's already locked in. You lot know exactly what to do. And I tell you what, chat, my internet can't deal with the fact that Alejandro Garnacho to Chelsea is a here we go. Am I looking pixelated? Is it laggy? Are we laggy, chat? Are we laggy? Please let me know, because I think my internet is looking gash. Oh, fucking hell. My internet is not wanting. I'll be back. Right, chat, we're back in the game. We're back in the game. We're refreshed. Are we looking good? Are we looking good? Let me know in the chat, people. I think it's fixed and we're looking better. I think I've fixed it. Yep, we're looking good. We're looking good. We're back in the game. We're back in the game. And we're back in a big way, chat. Alejandro Garnacho, as I was saying, breaking news. Job done. Job done. I was just finishing off my dinner. Phone started vibrating in the pocket. I was like, oh, what's going on here? What's going on here? Bang. Garnacho done. Alejandro Garnacho to Chelsea. Here we go. Deal done. Between Chelsea and Man United. Garnacho only wanted Chelsea 7-year deal, death row settings, at the club for fee close to £40 million package. Story from July confirmed. So it's going to be close to 40 million. It's going to be close to 40 million. That's going to be interesting. You know, what that's going to end up being. It's going to be interesting to see what that is. That's going to be very interesting. I suspect it'll be around the 37.5. I reckon it's going to be around 37.5 million, personally. Look, do you know what, chat? Do you know what? It's an okay deal. It's all right, isn't it? I don't think it's dreadful. It's not dreadful. Did I want Garnacho? No, I didn't. But is that a bad deal for a Premier League player? Someone with a lot of potential, a high upside? It's not terrible. It's not terrible. But it's done. It's done. You know, well, welcome to the club, brother. Welcome to the club. You're here, and you will be supported. Once you're here with that blue shirt on, that's it. That is it, chat. You will be supported. Simple. Simple as that. Simple as that. All the news is out now. It's all out. He scored a few goals against us. And do you know what, chat? Garnacho's stats aren't horrific. They're not horrific. It's not awful. It's not awful. Look, I think it's unfair to say it's awful. It's not. However, there needs to be a situation where he's not the only one that's come in. Welcome to the World Champions, though, brother. You're here. Obviously back. He's obviously now with Enzo Fernandez, a fellow Argentine. It gives us an option on that left wing at the moment. There's only been Gittins out there. Yes, Neto was out there. It's another option. We needed another option. Whether we like the option or not is neither here nor there, chat. Whether we like the option or not is neither here nor there. That's the reality, you know. And ultimately, if Garnacho continues to have attitude problems, if he doesn't pull his weight, if he doesn't perform to the required standard, if he has a crap season, he could easily be sold next summer. He could easily be sold next summer, chat. There's no debate about it at all. No debate about it. And look, I think there's very much, a trail of thought here, chat, where, do you know what? Outside of outside of the Man United bubble, outside of that, toxic atmosphere and, not a great place to be, and everything that we know, I think there could be a player there. I think there could be a player there. And it's now up to him to put the work in. It's up to Maresca to develop him. I think he'll suit our system well. Do I think he'll start regularly? If it's between him and Gittins on the left-hand side, right now, Garnacho is far more ready for Premier League football than Gittins is. Far more ready. Garnacho's Premier League proven. He's good. He's ready to go. He's ready to go. I think he might do quite well as well. I mean, we have to hope he does well. We should all want him to do well. There shouldn't be anyone in this chat or any Chelsea fan that doesn't want a player to do well when they join the club. You can have your thoughts on a player, but as soon as that player is signed for the club, you support that player. That's what being a fan is. That's what being a fan is. I'm not a massive fan of it, but you know what? Fair. It's done. He's in. He'll probably be announced at Stamford Bridge on Saturday lunchtime, potentially, and I'll applaud him. Of course, like everyone should, chat, because that's what we should be doing as fans. You get behind the team and you get behind the players. Yeah, do you know what it is, though? I think it's more of an attitude thing. I don't really think it's a talent thing with Garnacho. I don't think it's a talent thing with Garnacho. I have to be honest. But Garnacho's not going to play on Saturday. The geezer has been training on his own. He's played no matches in pre-season. It's going to take a bit of time. It's going to take a little bit of time to get it done. It's going to get a little bit of time for him to get up to speed. But yeah, there's the Ornstein bomber as well, with a bit more details on package. Let's just quickly get the Ornstein bomber up. 7:34. Chelsea reach agreement with Man United to sign Garnacho. Deal for the 21 worth 40 million fixed fee. So it's worth 40 million pounds. And a 10% sell-on clause. Contract until 2032. Medical scheduled for London on Friday. And he's going to join Chelsea from Man United. The deal is done. The deal is done, chat. I've warmed to this signing. Hope the fans get behind him and support the signing. Brother, Old Trafford, we will be there. We will be there at Old Trafford to see. Garnacho needs to start at Old Trafford, by the way. That's going to be phenomenal. That's going to be absolutely phenomenal. Bro, it's 10%. So it's 10% of any profit. It's not going to be a lot. So if Chelsea sold Garnacho for 50 million, that's 10 million profit. 10% of 10 million is one. They'd get £1 million. They're not going to get a lot of money for it. They're not going to get a lot of money from it. And do you know what? Sell-on clause is not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world, guys. I haven't got a major thing. Bro, I've never said that Garnacho wasn't better than Gittins. I said it after the West Ham game. I said it on Chelsea Fan TV that right now Garnacho is a better player than Gittins, and he's far more ready for Premier League football. Far more ready for Premier League football. And so Garnacho naturally will start a significant number of games on Chelsea's left-hand side once he's fit and once he's up to speed. That's exactly what will happen. That's exactly what will happen, chat. No doubts about it. Someone's saying Ben Jacobs. What is going on here? It's all going on, isn't it? It's all going on. Where's Ben Jacobs? Is this a new Ben Jacobs? Is this a new Ben Jacobs tweet? Right. Okay. Okay. So Garnacho done. Exclusive. Understand Chelsea have held further talks today with Barcelona's Fermin Lopez, who's also spoken to Enzo Maresca. Nothing close or guaranteed yet, but Chelsea continue to seriously explore a move. Barcelona wants 60 million euros plus. Initial club-to-club contact has also taken place. Right. Bro, Gittins had one bad match against Crystal Palace. Like, are we really writing a player off after one game? So we're saying that Gittins is crap after one game. Why are we doing this? Garnacho will play more games than Gittins probably next season. I'm sure he will. Fermin Lopez is an interesting one because there's no way it's interesting, isn't it? Because Xavi Simons at a maximum, right, chat? So Barcelona want over 60 million euros. Chelsea, Simons, for Leipzig, they're looking for 70 million euros. The Spurs offer falls short of that 70 million euros. So we're talking at 10 million euros, £8.5 million difference potentially between Simons and Lopez. There's no way that if you're convinced on a player that 10 million euros is a deal breaker. So Chelsea must genuinely prefer Fermin Lopez if this is the case. But if we do prefer Lopez, then why have we been on the Simons deal all summer long, and then suddenly, really in the last 1 or 2 days, why have we now suddenly decided, oh, actually, we want Fermin Lopez? Did we try for Fermin Lopez earlier in the window under wraps? Did we try for him under wraps and then we changed our minds? Bro, you don't have to agree with the club every time. You don't have to agree with the club every time. Being a fan doesn't mean you just blindly applaud everything the club does. It's okay to question things. It's okay to disagree with things. That's what being a fan is. Let's all sit here and just blindly applaud everything, and everyone's great and everyone's amazing, and let's just have everything an echo chamber, and we all pat each other on the back. Yeah, great job, everyone. That's not what it's about. If that's what you want to do, if you want to applaud everything, then that's cool. No problem. All I'm saying is, why do you fuck Simons about all summer and tell him to wait and wait and wait, briefing out there that, we want Simons, we just need to sell in Kunku and that. And then you decide at the 11th hour, actually, do you know what? We're gonna change our minds. We don't even know if Fermin Lopez wants to join. We don't even know if Fermin Lopez wants to join. Yeah, it is okay to change your mind. Of course it is. Just because you have an opinion on something, if evidence changes, then that's cool. You can change your mind. That's okay. That's okay. And do you know what? The fact that, and by the way, the facts, chat, that we've held further talks today with Fermin Lopez, who, according to Ben Jacobs, has also spoken to Enzo Maresca. If I'm Xavi Simons, I'm just like, do you know what? 2 fingers up to you guys. Simons has got no reason to wait any longer for us. He owes us absolutely nothing. He's waited and waited and waited. Yeah, 50 million or he rots on the bench. Interesting. That he didn't get your they didn't get their 50 M. They didn't get their 50 M's. And look, we might not, nothing's close or guaranteed. So Chelsea are running a risk. Chelsea are running a risk of missing out on Simmons and not even being able to get Fermin Lopez because they don't know if the deal is attainable or not. They don't know if the deal's attainable or not. So it's a crazy one. It's a mad one. And I think someone said it in the chat in one of the shows earlier today, or I might have spoken about it earlier this week. We could have a situation where we sell Nkunku and Jackson, and we just end up in with Garnacho. We just end up with Garnacho. I don't know. But it's clear now, and those that were saying to me earlier in the chat on the show this morning, oh, you know, what do you mean Simmons is not a priority? This is exactly what I mean. Garnacho done, and Chelsea seemingly prefer Fermin Lopez. So those of you that were telling me that I was wrong, earlier to say that Xavi Simmons wasn't a priority, well, this is exactly what I was talking about. Garnacho deal done, and Chelsea look like they're more. They want to go for Fermin Lopez instead, bro. Do you know what, bro? I don't. Funny enough, I don't have his phone number. I've got no idea, but he must be pretty fucked off. He must be pretty fucked off. You know, that's the thing. I don't know. I don't know. I've just asked him now. Just asked him now. No, I'm just putting that out there. I'm just putting it out there that that's not an unrealistic situation. That's not an unrealistic situation. This is a soft launch to go and sign Fermin Lopez. This is the soft launch. Bro, it's not about, you don't have to give up. We're dealing with the facts here. And the facts is, even if he wants us, we haven't made a bid. We haven't come to the table with a bid yet. That's the whole point here. And I think there's a bit more on this. There's a bit more on this. Let me just bring this up now. There's more on this. And this is very simple, chap. This is very, very simple. For Xavi Simmons, there is an ongoing battle in London between Tottenham and Chelsea. The player is with his camp deciding what to do. Tottenham are being very aggressive. He always wanted Chelsea, so they would have to do something important. This is it, chap. If Chelsea bid and it gets accepted by Leipzig, Simmons will come to Chelsea. However, if Chelsea don't bid or they're not prepared to pay the money that Leipzig want, then he's going to go elsewhere. Then he's going to go elsewhere, chap. No, Fabrizio has said that Chelsea were interested in Fermin Lopez. He has said that. He has said that. By the way, chat, keep smashing up the likes and keep subscribing if you're new round here as well. We're 75 likes, 180 in the building. Run it up. Let's keep it going, chat. Smash up the likes. Bro, the thing is, though, that's fine if you said that, but we haven't had any strong links with Fermin Lopez until really the last 3 or 4 days. There has been nothing major from anyone about Fermin Lopez. Nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing at all, chat. And this is the point that I'm making here. And this is the point that I'm making. Bro, Newcastle have overpaid. Voltemade's decent player, lots of potential, but Newcastle have overpaid. But they're desperate, so that's what happens when you're desperate. Bro, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. You know, I would like to think that's not the case as well. And I've said as such many, many times. But the Spurs bid's on the table. Spurs are very close to an agreement with Leipzig and Simmons, and we're just sitting there. So maybe we have kept him waiting all summer, and then we're just not going to put a bid in, and we're going to fuck him off to try and get Fermin Lopez. If you're going to sack Simmons off, you have to make sure 100% that Fermin Lopez definitely wants to come. And you can and the deal is definitely doable, because if you sack Simmons off and the Fermin Lopez deal isn't viable, then you're fucked. Then you're fucked. No, it doesn't mean you're not interested, but a transfer of that magnitude, you know, and a Chelsea being interested in a Barcelona player, that very much indicates. You know, that's very hard to keep something like that under wraps. You would have heard something about that in the summer. You would have heard something about that in the summer. And I suspect, and I think there is the reluctance to close the Simmons deal. I've got a feeling that Maresca would have been happy with Xavi Simmons, but I've got a feeling that he actually prefers. I've got a feeling that he prefers Fermin Lopez. I reckon he prefers Fermin Lopez. So yeah, this is where we're at, chat. This is where we're at. Now, bro, he's very hit and miss. Some stuff has been right, but I think we want Lopez more than Simmons. It's obvious, because if Chelsea were 100% dead set on Simmons, then we would have bid, and this would have been wrapped. This would have been wrapped. You know, this would have been a wrap. So, I mean, look, Ben Jacobs has just reported that there's been conversations. He's reported there's been conversations. You know, that's the situation. You know, and Xavi Simmons is still in London, chat. He's still in London. He's with his agents. He's with his reps. So this is it now, chat. With Garnacho done, this will now show whether Chelsea really want Xavi Simons or not. And we've got the power here. Simons is on a plate for us. If we want Xavi Simons, we will get him. That's very simple. There's no losing out to Spurs. There's no being hijacked by Spurs. Xavi Simons will go to Spurs if we walk away like Craig David and we try and do something else. Xavi Simons will go to Spurs if we do a Craig David and walk away. So we've got to see. He's literally in London now. Xavi Simons has got 48 hours in London. That's his... and then he has to return to Leipzig. And Leipzig haven't even ruled him out playing this weekend if he... if something's not sorted out. Simons has always wanted Chelsea. Always wanted Chelsea. I would personally rather have Xavi Simons. I would rather have Xavi Simons. Ultimately, look, they're both good players. I prefer Simons. I think he'll be better suited to what we're looking for. However, if Chelsea decide to go for Fermin Lopez, if Maresca is the one that wants Lopez, then so be it. But just don't make it so public that you want Simons, and then you decide not to do the deal. That's just bullshit. That for me is next level bollocks. Next level bollocks, chat, in my view. It's just nonsense. It really is. It really is nonsense, chat. I'm not on that. I'm not on that, chat. But yeah, we'll see. We will see. I mean, I'm not sure on what's going to happen here. I'm really not sure. No, bro, Nkunku's done. The Nkunku deal is done and dusted. Let's make that perfectly clear. Let's make that perfectly clear. Nkunku deal is done and dusted. Done and dusted. So yeah, okay, he needs a medical and all that, and this is what I said. This is what I've said, because Xavi Simons, chat, and people were getting on to me in the chat this morning. Xavi Simons is not a priority. Because Garnacho's done, and now we're on the fucking blower to Fermin Lopez. So those of you that are saying that Xavi Simons is a priority is I said that this morning and people were getting on to me. This is your evidence that Xavi Simons is not a priority. But bro, no, I'm not. Bro, are you okay? I haven't said that at all. I'm saying the fact that Garnacho's been closed first is meant that he's more of a priority than Simons is. Well, Nico, we are waiting for Nico to leave as well, but Nkunku's gone. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on. Now, bro, 70 million is not in pounds, it's in euros. It's in euros. Well, quite possibly. But then again, why make it so public? Why make it so public that that you want Simons and you're doing everything you can to get Simons and you just need to get Nkunku out and then we can get Simons? Why has the whole Simons stuff been made so public and then you at the last minute you suddenly change your mind? So let's wait and see. Looks like there's more on Fermin Lopez though. Looks like there's more on Fermin Lopez. Let's get this up, chat. Let's get this up. It's a mad one today. It's an absolute mad one today. Hold on. I swear I saw a tweet from this Edu Burgos, whatever he's called. Eduardo Burgos, that's the one. Right, can we translate this? Oh, no, we can't fucking translate it. Chat, anyone speak Spanish? Anyone speak Spanish in the chat? Let's see if we can try and translate this. Leipzig have received an official proposal from Tottenham for Xavi Simons. The player is negotiating with terms with Tottenham over contract terms. Don't know that bit. Fermin is now a priority for Chelsea. So we got that first bit locked off, chat. The second bit, we're a little bit. It's a little bit crazy. But let me lock this into the. Well, I don't know why on some tweets you can translate it and on other ones you can't. Bear with me a sec, chat. Bear with me. Let's get the old Google Translate going. We need to select the old Spanish. Oh, what the fuck is that? Spanish to English. If they reach an agreement, okay, so the player is negotiating contract terms with Spurs. If they reach an agreement, Fermin becomes a priority for Chelsea. These are very heated times. So again, this goes to suggest that Chelsea are still at the table. This goes to suggest that we are still at the table for Xavi Simons. Yeah, fair. I mean, I think we can all I think we can all agree, and I think we all know exactly what that looks like. Yeah, no, we will see what happens. No, of course the best deals aren't always made public, but you can guarantee if Chelsea are genuinely interested in Fermin Lopez, like for the majority of the summer, that would have come out. Why would that come out just in the final week of the window? Bro, we're not getting both. Anyone in the chat that thinks we're getting both is off their nut. Anyone in the chat that thinks we're getting both has lost it. Respectfully, what are you talking about? I would prefer Simons. I would prefer Simons. That's my personal opinion. If it ends up being Fermin Lopez, it's not like Fermin Lopez is shit and that's going to be a massive problem. My personal preference would be Simons. And again, you know, Fermin Lopez is highly rated at Barcelona, but we know why they'd potentially sell. We know why they'd potentially sell, chat, because they've got financial issues. That's why they'd be prepared to sell, not because they want to sell the player. Not because they want to sell the player. That's what we have to make clear here. You know, that's what we need to do. It's going to be very interesting now. It's going to be very, very interesting. Bro, the Simmons deal's not off, by the way. The Simmons deal's not off. You know, there's no official conclusion. Spurs are pushing hard, but the ball is still in Chelsea's court. Bid and you'll get him. And we're just deciding what to do. If Fermin Lopez is not possible, we'll bid for Simmons. But we have to get a fucking move on and find out the situation very, very quickly. So it's not off. He's not off. No, bro, I fully understand that some deals can appear from nowhere. I fully understand that. But we've not. All I'm saying is that we don't even know. The Pedro Neto deal literally appeared and it was a here we go straight away. This Lopez stuff right now is just interest. We don't even know if he wants to come. We don't even know what the cost will be. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's it. And this is a fair point as well. This is a fair point as well. You know, you don't really know. You can say who's better now if you want. You can have an opinion of who you think is better. But until they're both playing in the system, you're not going to know. Bro, Fermin Lopez is not going to be playing as an attacking, is not going to be playing in Enzo's position. Fermin Lopez will play as an option from the left as a backup number 10. He'll play as a backup 10. I'd be very surprised if Fermin Lopez played as a number 8. You're not going to play Fermin Lopez in midfield alongside Moises Caicedo. Bro, I'm not saying that Chelsea should care. I'm just pointing out from a humanistic standpoint that's shit behaviour. That's shit behaviour. That's all I'm pointing out. The same, you know, they're going to be an option from the left and a 10. Option from the left and back up as a 10. That's what those are the roles they're going to fill. Yes, I have, brother. I have. Yeah, look, Garnacho's in now. That's an extra option on the left-hand side. Let's see if anyone else comes in. Let's see if anyone else comes in. I mean, Ben Jacobs has now retweeted his tweet of understand Chelsea have held further talks today with Barcelona's Fermin Lopez. He's also spoken to Maresca. Nothing close or guaranteed yet. Barca want over 60 million. So we know, chat, that if Chelsea were to pay over 60 million euros for Fermin Lopez, it was never about the price for Xavi Simons. It was never about the price. It was about wanting someone else instead. So that's going to be interesting to see. Because I'd be stunned if Fermin Lopez is going to cost less than Simons. I would be amazed. I would be absolutely amazed if that were the case. Guys, we're 215 in the building. We're only 123 likes. Let's get it up. Let's get the likes up, chat. Run up these likes. Run them up, run them up, run them up. Garnacho's medical is tomorrow. Tomorrow. Garnacho medical tomorrow, chat. That's when that's taking place. Bro, I don't know. I don't even think Chelsea thought that. I don't know why someone said it. There, he was going to be whatever million euros it was. I don't know why someone said that. No, I don't think so. Actually, I don't think so. We'll find out tomorrow. We'll find out. We'll find out. Bro, we've known the price all summer. The price has not changed. You know, Leipzig haven't suddenly thrown a curveball and it's like, oh my God, the price is now majorly increased and we weren't expecting that. The price has been the same all summer, chat. The price has been the same all summer. This is not some sort of like, oh my God, the goalposts have shifted last minute. And now suddenly, instead of wanting 60 million, they want 90 million. That's not what we're talking about here. Bro, I can tell you now, Garnacho will be at the Bridge on Saturday. Simmons, I'm majorly doubtful that Xavi Simmons will be at Stamford Bridge on Saturday. Majorly doubtful. So, yeah. I've got. Who knows what's going to happen? Who knows what's going to happen, guys? Yes, I know you do. All I'm saying is that we've been in conversations long enough with Leipzig that we should know they're not changing their price. We did the same with Osimhen. We thought we'll wait, and he didn't change his demands. Leipzig it's going to be exactly the same with Leipzig. We think we can we can just wait, and they won't change their demands. This sort of negotiating tactic where we think that if we just try and back clubs into a corner or players into a corner, that they'll just eventually agree to whatever we do is bollocks. It's bollocks, as has been proven with Osimhen. Bro, it's not a hijack because we've not bid for him. If there's two bids on the table and he chose Tottenham, then that's different. The fact is, there's no bid on the table from Chelsea. There's no bid on the table from Chelsea. You know, there's not. Fermin Lopez, again, as Ben Jacobs said, nothing's advanced and nothing's close. Just conversations to see how plausible a deal actually is. And right now, a deal doesn't look, what were the exact words? Nothing close or guaranteed. We've got 3 days. We've got 3 days, chat. And we'll have our answer. Yeah, we've been after Garnacho since January. Garnacho to Chelsea was clearly a priority back then. And at some point earlier in the summer, I didn't think he would sign. But obviously, that was wrong. And that's fine. It's okay to be wrong. At one point in the summer, I wasn't convinced we'd sign him. And I was wrong. That's cool. No problems there. I'm happy to be wrong. No, he hasn't. Bro, I don't even know if we're putting a bid in for Simmons. I've got no idea. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. I mean, Lopez has got multiple years left on his contract. Ultimately, like, how long you've got left on your contract means fuck all, unless you've got like a year left, in which case you'll get a cheaper fee. But if it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, bro, contracts aren't worth the paper they're written on. Nkunku's still 5 years left on his Chelsea deal. You know, Jackson signed a contract until, what was it, 2033 last year, a 2-year extension. He's out. Contract, how many years you've got left on your contract is irrelevant unless it's 1 year. Bro, the likes help because it basically boosts the content in the YouTube algorithm. So the more likes a piece of content's got, the more boosted it's going to get in the algorithm, and then more people are going to see it, and it's going to get more views and more eyes on the show. That's basically it. Bro, that can't be ruled out. That can't be ruled out. That can't be ruled out. That's where we are. That's where we are. Well, let's see. We'll find out what's going to happen. Jacobs is going pretty strong on Fermin Lopez. One thing that's interesting, chat. David Ornstein has not said a single thing about Xavi Simons all summer. Ornstein has not said it a single thing. Fabrizio, Jacobs, etc., a lot of other journalists, they've all said things on Xavi Simons. Ornstein has said nothing. Ornstein has said absolutely nothing in regards to the Xavi Simons deal. So I'd be looking at this and thinking, why is that? I know Ornstein doesn't always tweet until it's virtually done, although this summer he's tweeted before things have been done. There must be a reason why Ornstein tweeted out that interest on Lopez. There must be, because he said nothing. So let's see. I think there's some other stuff. Hold on, where are we? Dodgers. Let's get this Dodgers shit up. Again, this is Fabrizio via a Barcelona channel. I think the Xavi Simons story could influence Fermin Lopez, but Chelsea's focus right now is Xavi Simons. So again, Romano maintaining this. The Chelsea focus is Xavi Simons. So if the focus is Xavi Simons, why are we just sitting back and seemingly allowing Tottenham to have a free run? Why are we doing that? Why are we doing that? Bro, that's cool. If you think that, that's fine. It's all about opinions. Look, if either one of them arrives, no problem. I'll support them. I want them to do well. So, something's not adding up. Something's not adding up here. You know, something's not adding up. I just don't understand why you'd fuck about all summer trying to get someone and then decide, actually, now we're not going to bid. So, something doesn't make sense. Unless genuinely, the only way this maybe makes a bit of sense is unless genuinely Chelsea always had Fermin Lopez in their mind. They maybe inquired behind the scenes earlier in the summer. It wasn't possible. They went for Xavi Simons. And then suddenly, towards the end of the window, they've got wind that Lopez might be available and a deal might be possible. And they're exploring that. And that's why. Maybe it's mind games. Maybe it's chess. I don't know. Just like Leipzig are probably using Tottenham to try and get Chelsea to bid more. Maybe Chelsea are using Fermin Lopez to try and get Leipzig to reduce their price, knowing that Simmons wants to join them. Bro, on the prices, I've got no idea on the price for Lopez. Anyone quoting a price for Lopez is purely guessing. Is purely guessing. Anyone quoting a price for we don't know. We don't know. Yeah, we got Chelsea got a great relationship with Ali Barat as well. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on here. Is there another tweet? Is there another tweet? Oh, it's all going off, chat. I thought I was gonna have a relaxing evening. It's all going off. Is there another one? Fuck, maybe there is another one. Oh, there is another one. But it's someone joining Ipswich. Wow. It's all going off, chat. Bro, if we don't get Simmons, we don't get Simmons. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it if we don't get Simmons. That's cool. I'm okay with that. Yeah, look, maybe we have got something late up the sleeve, and maybe the Fermin Lopez thing was it. But we've got to be real, chat. Tomorrow's a big day. Today's been massive. Tomorrow's a huge day. I don't think we'll get much Saturday because it's the game. Maybe after the game, we'll get some stuff. But I think tomorrow's massive, and I think basically the weekend is huge. Really, actually, I'm chatting shit there. The rest of the window is massive. The remaining 3 days are huge, chat. They're huge. Bro, I hope he does. I hope he does. But, ultimately, at the end of the day, chat, by tomorrow, there's got to be some sort of resolution for Simmons. Because he's only got 48 hours in London. So let's wait and see. Let's wait and see what happens. Bro, I like Simmons. By the way, Fermin Lopez is very good as well. Fermin Lopez is very good as well. It's not like if we didn't get Simmons that Lopez is some sort of scrub and he's no good. So now it's clear here, chat. Nkunku gone, Garnacho in. I don't think you're going to get any Xavi Simmons or Fermin Lopez stuff until the Nicholas Jackson Bayern Munich thing is confirmed. That's what we're waiting for now. Nico Jackson to Bayern Munich to be confirmed. And then once that's confirmed, then we'll see some sort of movement with the last incoming. Whether it's going to be Simmons, whether it's going to be Fermin Lopez, or whether it's going to be whether it's just going to be an absolute madness. It's going to be an absolute madness. But the end of the transfer window is always great, isn't it? The end of the transfer window always great, chat. Always loads going on. I agree with you. Garnacho is a better option right now. He's more ready. He knows the league, and he's further ahead in his development. Gittins has got a lot of potential, and I believe in Gittins, and I think he'll be a very good player. But there's absolutely no denying Garnacho right now is going to be a better choice on the left wing for Chelsea. However, he needs to get himself fit. He's played no football, done no pre-season. He's been with the bomb squad at United. So it's going to take him a bit of time to get up to speed. It's good that he's not in the Argentina squad. And so he will be spending a couple of weeks at Cobham training. He'll be spending a couple of weeks at Cobham training. Yeah, they can both do very well. Absolutely, they can both do very well. No, lone player can't play against his parent club. No. They can't. By the way, chat, keep smashing the likes. We're on 168. 168 likes. Get us up to 200, chat. We're 269 in the building. This needs to be 200 likes, and we need to keep smashing that subscribe button as well. What are we on subscribers-wise, chat? Are we moving on up? We are moving on up. Keep smashing the subscribe button, guys. It's free. It takes seconds to do. Smash up those likes. Bro, I don't think no one's saying that Fermin Lopez is crap, by the way. Well, I'm certainly not saying that. No one's saying that Fermin Lopez is not good. That's not the case. Yeah, we do, and that's what Fermin Lopez or Xavi Simons, whoever it ends up being, is that's what they'll be. You know, whether it's Lopez, whether it's Simons, they're both going to be very good options for us. So let's wait and see. Let's wait and see how it pans out. We'll wait and see how it pans out, chat. I mean, look, at the end of the day, we're just going off opinions. And so whoever we end up with is going to make the squad better and it's going to make the team better. And that's all that matters. Sure, I'd prefer Simons and some might prefer Fermin Lopez. But ultimately, whichever one arrives, it's going to be a great player and they're going to make the team better. That's all you can ask for. Everyone's got an opinion on players. But ultimately, the most important thing is the player coming in going to make the team better? Are they going to make the squad better? If both those things are yes, then we're on board with it. But really though, there's still not that many updates on Simons. There's still not that many. Oh, sorry, not on Simons. On Lopez. Fabrizio has not said an awful lot on Fermin Lopez, other than sort of confirming the initial Ornstein tweet from the other day. Ben Jacobs is going quite strong on Lopez. We'll see. We will see. It's all very interesting. I mean, there's some stuff saying that Newcastle are ready to rival Chelsea for Fermin Lopez. I've got no idea that the credibility or the reliability of that. Bro, this is what we need to realise, right? Is that Chelsea wouldn't be losing to Tottenham because we've not bid for Simons. If we decide to not bid for Simons, then that is not us losing. That is us changing tact and trying for a different player. If you get what I'm saying. You know, we're not missing out. It would be embarrassing if we put a bid in and Spurs put a bid in. They were both accepted and he chose Tottenham over us. That would be embarrassing. But that's not the case here. That isn't the case, bro. Oh, we don't know. No, there's no changes. The last, this morning, Chelsea Bayern still discussing whether it's going to be a loan with an obligation or a loan with an option. Those are the ones we're talking about. That's what's being discussed. Where am I sat? Mate, I'm Matthew Harding lower. I don't think I'm that far from you. I don't won't give away my exact location in case there's a few weirdos knocking about. You never know. Where am I? Yeah, bro, I'm block 11. MHL block 11. So yeah, that's all right. MHL block 11. So yeah, it should be decent. Yeah, Kieran, I agree, but we're not getting one. Tyreek George, Roma. I don't know if Roma is definitely happening, but yeah, Roma for Tyreek George. That's the most advanced at the moment is Tyreek George and Roma. So let's wait and see on that. We wait and see. It's all going to be very interesting. There's some big days to come. Big days. Big days to come, chat. Bro, we're not getting Donnarumma. I don't think it is. I don't think 70 million euros is crazy because it's all in. Some of the bonuses won't even be attainable. So yeah, I mean, it's all crazy, chat. It's all crazy right now. It's all crazy. Well, at the moment, we've got Disassi, Chilwell, and Sterling that are in there. Yeah. It's total package. Carefree Youth tweet is interesting. Where's that? Let's have a quick search for that. Is it about Penders? Is it about Penders? Is it about Penders? Yeah, young Ipro. Is it about Penders? Is it that one? Do you know what's mad as well, by the way? Fermin Lopez and Xavi Simons both come through the Barcelona academy together. Apparently, they were like really good mates growing up. So that could be a bit awkward. I wonder if Lopez has said. I wonder if Lopez has told him what's going on. That would be a bit awkward, wouldn't it, chap? It really would be a bit of an awkward one. It would be a bit of an awkward one. Yeah, but the thing is, though, bro, Garnacho is not really a replacement for George. That's not how this is working. That's not how this is working. Yeah. Oh, that was it, was it? Okay, that was about that. Bro, we've not been finessed. We've not been finessed by United. We haven't been finessed. We haven't been finessed. It's been crazy today. So yeah, I mean, Garnacho done. Simmons is a mad one. Fermin Lopez is on the back burners. And yeah. Did he? Fair. Are Strasbourg doing all right though? They're going to make it to the Conference League. Yeah, Garnacho. Look, and that's why, by the way, it's great that Garnacho is going to have 2 weeks at Cobham in the international break, because that should help him get up to speed. But yeah, it's true. He's not played for fucking ages. He's not had a proper preseason. He's played no matches and whatnot. So yeah, it's important that we get that sorted. Really important. Really important we get that sorted. Really, really important, guys. Chat, keep smashing the likes. We're 8 shy of 200. 8 shy of 200 likes. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Yeah, Garnacho medical tomorrow, T. Garnacho medical tomorrow in London. No, I'm not going to be a weirdo and go and try and find the medical. To be honest, I wouldn't even know where to go. I wouldn't even know where to go. I mean, I wonder where they do the medical. Maybe they must do the medicals at a training ground or something. They must, or something like that. They must do the medicals there. I mean, a medical in London, they go to a hospital and do the medical? I've got no idea. Oh, you're joking. They just conceded from the back pass free kick. Fuck's sake. Bro, we all hope that. We all hope that, chat. That's what we all hope. Yeah, bro, announcement at the bridge will be Saturday. 100%. Announcement for Garnacho at the bridge will be Saturday. No doubt about it. Medicals at the hospital. Yeah, I mean, to be fair though, you do see people like, because they'll probably have TV crews there, and they'll show footage of him going in and out the hospital or whatever. I wonder which hospital that is. But I can tell you now, chat. I'm not gonna. I certainly won't be sacking off a Friday to go to a potential hospital in London on the off chance that Garnacho might come out of one of them. Yeah, so that is not going to be happening. I do have better things to be doing with my life than that. I've got better things to be doing than that, chat. By the way, chat, what are we saying about this? Hold on. No. I mean, a little bit disappointed on a personal level because I'd maybe prefer Simmons to Lopez, but no, of course not going to be disappointed because he's not shit. Yeah, we've got Munich away as well. Munich away. Munich away is going to be great. I look, but by the way, I'm not disputing, chat, that we shouldn't have signed a goalkeeper and we shouldn't have signed a centre back. We should have done. We should have done. But the window's still been decent. The window has still been decent. The window's still been decent if we get them in. Bro, respectfully, Vincent, we'll make the top 4. We've got a better squad than we had last season and we still made top 4. I don't know why you genuinely think that we're not going to finish in the top 4. That's mental. That is mental, brother. That really is. Yeah, it quite possibly will do. It quite possibly will do. But we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. Hopefully, we're going to be able to outscore a lot of teams. And hopefully, we can just keep the shots on goal to a minimum, so that there's going to be not as many Sanchez mistakes. That's all we can hope for. But I agree. We should have gone for a goalkeeper. We should have signed a goalkeeper. Bro, Donnarumma's not on a free. Donnarumma's got 1 year left on his contract. Donnarumma's not a free. Not a free. So let's just make that abundantly clear. Donnarumma would not be a free, chat. Yeah, Donnarumma is not a free. So yeah, we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see what happens. If we get him signed before 12, bro, he's not. Even if we get him signed before 12, he's not going to be in the squad. The guys had no preseason. The guys had 0 preseason, so he's not going to be in the squad, is he? He's not going to be in the squad. It'll be the left-hand side. It'll be the left-hand side. So you can either play Cole Palmer on the right, and you could play Xavi Simons or Fermin Lopez in the 10. You know, they're not going to both. They won't be automatic starters, but they'll play a lot of games, either in the 10 or either on the left. Yeah, bro, he's not going to be in the squad. He's had no preseason and played no matches, so that simply isn't going to happen. That simply isn't happening. Simply not happening. But yeah, it looks like, chat, that might be about it. No news on Palmer. I don't really know what's happening with him. I'd be surprised if he played against Fulham, to be perfectly honest. I would be very surprised if he played against Fulham, chat. Very surprised. So we see. We wait and see. Yeah. Right, chat. We're going to round this one out now. I'm going to have one final flick through. If there's any news, any further updates. And then this will be the final time you see me. This will be the final time you see me, chat, today. Nope, there's nothing there. Nothing there. Right, chat, we're going to round this one out. We're going to round this one out now. Big up to everyone that's tuned in. Big love for all the support across the streams today. I think we got infiltrated by the bots in the Champions League draw, but we survived and we're here. So yeah. No, guys, I'm up at 6 a.m. for work tomorrow. I'll be in bed by 11 p.m. before then. There's no. If there's an 11 p.m. here we go tonight or a midnight here we go, I'm in bed. You won't see me. But yeah, chat, big up for all the support today. 3 streams, massive day. Big love, guys. Appreciate each and every single one of you. See you lot again tomorrow, 12 p.m. UK time. Let's see what the next few hours have got in store for us. And yeah, big up, people. Smash the like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday night. Up the Chelsea, and we're out. Love.